Welcome to Frank Pello Reports, a feature where Frank shares conversations with members of our community.
Hello, it's Frank. I am here with Lee, who is one of the committee members and allotment holders at Falmouth Allotments. Hello, Lee.
Hello.
When did you become a gardener at Falmouth Allotments?
I joined, I think it was 2017, so quite a while ago now. I've been growing for quite a few years, taking on all the challenges that come our way as gardeners.
What made you want to have your own space?
I think as our society moves on, I think it's important to be outdoors quite a lot more. You know, we spend a lot of our time consumed by computers, phones, televisions, all those sorts of things. And I think we are losing that connection with nature. My degree is in zoology, so I've always been, outside and doing what I do. So having an allotment is a great place to be. It's a nice escape as well from the normalities of work and everything else. What
sort of things do you grow there?
This year, not much. The weeds are doing well. It's about the only thing that's doing all right in this heat. But I've got runner beans and broad beans. Broad beans have just finished. Runner beans are struggling and getting going. I've got quite a few cut flowers, so gladioli, dahlias. They're doing pretty well in this because this heat keeps your pests away. So the slugs and snails are desperate to get at them, but they just can't whilst it's so hot. I did have lettuce. They've been and gone. They only grow in a certain heat window. So if it gets too hot, they won't grow. So mine, what I had, bolted right at the end. So that was they've gone. There's spinach, there's peas, mange too. So yeah, a collection of things. Horseradish is doing all right.
So are you a good person to be friends with if you have a glut of something?
Yeah, well, we all do down there. Fruit trees are another one. Last year, all of us had a bumper amount of fruit, more than anyone could eat. And this year will probably be sort of similar because we all had a good spring, despite the weather. And we had plenty of rain to get the fruit going. And now we've got the sun to get them ripening. So we'll probably all have tons of apples and pears and various things like that.
You say we, so it is a community, isn't it? There's lots of people there.
Yeah, so we've got about 100 and something plots. We've got quite a lot. And every plot is at least one person, could be two people. And then some plots might have what's called an associate member, so somebody who can help them. And that could be somebody who's on the waiting list for a plot and they just kind of help out. So, yeah, there's a lot of people down there.
And you were presented as the person I needed to speak to. How did you get that particular honour?
I've been on the committee since actually I got my plot in 2017. So at the moment I organise the annual show. It's what I did when I joined the committee, but I've had the site manager role, I've had the chairman role, and I've gone back to being show secretary again. So I've always been part of the inner workings of the allotment.
The show, which is upcoming, I believe.
Yeah, a couple of weeks now, August the 1st, up at Emmanuel Church, up on Western Terrace there. So, yeah, it's all systems go, getting ready for that.
Can members of the public come to your show?
Yeah, they can. So the doors open for the public at 2 p.m, so they can come and have a look around. And it's very much like the Falmouth Spring Flower Show, but obviously in a much smaller scale, and focusing on what we have produced at the allotment. So you've got allotment holders, associate members and garden members, which are our three membership holding groups. They can enter into fruit, veg. We've got handicrafts, photography, pot plants, cut flowers, and the domestic section, so cooking and baking. So they'll enter that. And yeah, the public can come and have a look around, enjoy the raffle. That will be there as well. And we're raising money for Mission to Seafarers, which is a wonderful charity down at the docks there. So yeah, it's a good, fun event. And we do welcome all our members to enter. Can be quite stressful. The competitive edge comes out in all of us, even though we all say, no, we're not competitive. I think if you're a grower, you are deep down.
There's different tiers that you say of involvement. Can you sort of speak about that for a minute?
Yes, so you've got a full plot holder, so that's what I am, and you will have a piece of land that you will grow, obviously fruit, veg, and anything else that you wish to do on there. Then you can have an associate member. So some people might have a family member as an associate, or it could be a friend, or it could be somebody that's on the waiting list. And the waiting list can be up to 2 years. So quite a long time. And they will help the plot holder, cultivate their plot and, enjoy whatever they grow. And then you've got a garden member. Now, these are quite rare. They're often allotment holders who may have retired from their allotment, but they've got a garden at home and they still want to be part of the sort of social situation that goes on and enter the show and those sorts of things. So they might become a garden member.
How much time do you spend at your allotment a week?
Oh, not enough, if I'm honest with you. But working full time is quite hard. I'm a teacher by day. So when I do get home, if the weather is good, I'll try and get down there for a couple of hours, and a bit spoilt with that at the minute. They do take time. They take an awful amount of time, more time than probably people will give an allotment credit for. You can get your allotment looking absolutely, Chelsea standard, go away for a week and you come back and it looks like Heligan pre-1990, and it can really set you back because all you need is a little bit of rain and those weeds just fly up. And depending on what weeds you get, if you've got annuals, you're laughing because they're nice and easy to get rid of. If you've got perennial weeds like bindweed or bramble, or the couch grasses, you've got a bit of a task on your hands. So the committee are amazing in advising new plot holders of what to do. So we advise new plot holders to cover their plot in their first year, manage your ground, because it's very easy to get that and go like, wow, I can grow everything and anything, but very quickly you can burn yourself out. And then it becomes overwhelming, then it becomes less interesting. So compartmentalising your plan is important, and then you just sort of chip away at it and achieve what you set out to achieve. Or grow 2 pumpkins and they'll cover your plot in no time.
Do you have a category at the show for the largest vegetable or anything?
We do. Yeah, we got largest cabbage. We used to have a couple of good growers down there. Used to grow massive cabbages, and I mean huge cabbages, sort of the size of this table that we're sat around now. They take up an awful lot of room for people, so they stopped growing them because suddenly your polytunnel is filled with cabbage. We do have things like longest runner bean, misshapen vegetables, and the carrot often wins that one. So we've got the novelty part as well as the serious growing.
What are people doing in July on the allotment?
Praying for rain right now, and frantically watering is the main thing. We're moving into the runner beans really this time of year, is flowering and forming their pods. So keeping them watered is critical, because if you don't, then you're not going to get a very good harvest. Harvesting potatoes, we're coming into that sort of season now. Does bring the diseases out, this warmth, and the humidity is a bit of a nightmare. So for some things, like cucumbers, like it humid, so they're going to be enjoying this. But if you've got a grapevine, they won't, because of the humidity, so you've got to keep the pruning up on that one. Tomatoes and potatoes, they're in the same family. They will struggle, and if you get blight, which does hit them, it will spread like wildfire, and you'll lose all of your top growth on your potatoes. But hopefully in the ground will still be the potatoes, so you can still get your harvest that way. Hit your tomatoes, you've had it.
If people are interested in having an allotment with Falmouth Allotments, what is the best step for them to take?
So they can go to our website, falmouthallotments.org, and all the information is on there on how to join. It's a new website that we got fired up at the tail end of last year, but it's really gone properly live this year, and people can click on the links on there and download the application form, and it should be all self-explanatory. We run coffee mornings every Saturday morning, 10 till 12. It's down by Marlborough House on the cut through to East Rise, so you can come, and there's often a committee member down there, and you can chat to them about what it's like. You can come to the show on the 1st of August at 2 p.m. I'll obviously be there as the organiser of that, and again you can ask questions to any plot holder as well about what it's like. But my biggest piece of advice is do your homework on what an allotment is and what it's all about, because in that way you'll get maximum enjoyment out of it.
Thank you very much for coming in, and good luck with the show and all your other activities.
Great, thank you very much.
This is Frank handing it back to the studio.